So today I wanted to tell you the story of somebody named Nicodemus. That's kind of a funny name, huh? It's a name from a long time ago. It's a name from the time when Jesus was alive. And Nicodemus had seen all the amazing things that Jesus had done. Jesus had made people who were sick well, and he had welcomed people to be his friends that nobody else liked. And he even made somebody come back alive after they had died. And Nicodemus, he belonged to the group of people that worked in the temple. The temple was a very big building. Do you see that? A very big building. It's this white part up at the top. And you see all the other small buildings? The temple was very big. And they took care of the temple, and they decided what happened in the temple. And they were very careful to do the things that they thought were right. And Nicodemus got really worried, because Nicodemus thought Jesus was doing things that weren't right. How could he be doing the things he was doing? That's not okay. But it was funny, because Jesus was doing really good things, wasn't he? Yeah, he wasn't doing wrong things. He was doing really good things. He was helping people. But Nicodemus didn't see that. He was too busy looking at what he wanted and not what God wanted. So he went to see Jesus. And you know when he went to see Jesus? At night. In the middle of the night, when it was very dark, he went to see Jesus. I think maybe he didn't want anyone else to know he was going to go see Jesus. And he came to see Jesus and he said, I know you've done amazing things, but you're not doing the right things. You're not following the rules in the temple. And Jesus said, but it's time for you. This is what he said to Nicodemus, and it's going to sound really funny. He said to Nicodemus, Nicodemus, it's time for you to be born again. Isn't that strange? Can you be born again? No, you can't. You're right, just one time. And Nicodemus said the same thing. You know what he said? How can somebody be born again? That's not possible. But Jesus said, you need to be born again. What do you think he meant? That funny thing. That's a very strange thing, huh? Yeah, I think he meant that Nicodemus needed to think again about what he was believing and doing. Was he really doing what God wanted him to do? No, he wasn't. So Nicodemus's mind, how he was thinking and how he was acting, needed to change so much that Jesus thought it would be almost like being made into a whole new person. And he said, that's what you need to do, Nicodemus. So think about that. When we are loving and kind, we're sharing God's love, right? And we're kind of being born again. The more we're kind and generous to people, the more we change too. Our hearts begin to see when people are sad and lonely or hungry and needy. We get born again in a really funny way, huh? So that's the story of Nicodemus and Jesus. What do you think Nicodemus did? Do you think he changed? Nicholas, what do you think? You think he changed and followed Jesus? I think he might have too. What do you think? Do you think he changed? Yeah? What do you think, Jesse?
I think he changed and followed Jesus' rules.
Yeah, I think he followed Jesus' rules too. Well, thank you so much for being such good listeners this morning. You can go back to your families